What's up, y'all? I'm Dick. Welcome to Dictate the Day. Yeah. I got some amazing clips. Some of them are a little on the fringe, if you will. But I'm going to get right into it. We're going to keep this one short and sweet today. Let me step into my mode. I got some things to talk about. Ooh, Friday, by the way. 11/7/2025. It's gonna be a good one. Dictate the day.
I wish I could give you up, but you're my new favorite drug. Enter into my blood, run with my toxic love. Look how you make me happy. You take a hold of me. You take a hold of me.
All right. My bad. You know how I like to do it. Find the vibe, get into it, whatnot. I've been trying to make this clip montage for a couple hours. Something is happening. There's a couple clips that I just had to omit. Maybe I'll talk about them a little bit, but I feel like this is the conspiracy theorist in me. I feel like something is keeping me from showing you these things. I don't know. Which leads me to my next statement. This is all entertainment, okay? Just for fun. I'm just putting some ideas out there so we can think about it. All entertainment. Okay, maybe that'll help. I don't know, but it's crazy. There's this clip I had talking about this weird connection with the UPS plane crash yesterday and the 9/11 quote ritual entertainment. But I can't. For some reason, I can't show it. I've got another one that kind of coincides with it about halfway through. So yeah. Let's just get into the clip, shall we? Let's go. Oop, there we go. This first one, though.
My wife and I
Okay, this is just some random. I shouldn't say random. This is just a person showing they're like on vacation or something off the coast of Florida. There was like a nuclear reactor out there. And whatever this is out there with it. I don't know. Watch this. I thought there might be. I just feel like there's something going on, yo. Watch this.
recorded this on November 4th, 2025, Walton Rock Dog Beach. It's about 2 miles out there on the water. It pulled up, it stopped. I don't know what it is. It's either a ship or a submarine, but that's not the important thing. There's a light above it. It's above the craft itself, and it was spinning for about 20 minutes. I slowed it down. That's on the bottom video. That's the negative view of it. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but right behind me is Walton Rock Creek nuclear reactors 1 and 2, right off the coast of Florida. It sat there for hours. My wife and I recorded this on November.
Strange, just a few days ago. Today is the 7th. Yeah, with all the weirdness that's happening. I mean, here, watch. Here we go.
What's up, alien lovers? So in the world of UFOs, UAPs, there's 2 stories making the rounds right now. One is getting a lot of headlines and a lot of clicks. The other one, not as many, not nearly as many. Now, unsurprising, the one with a lot of clicks, I'm not taking very seriously, or at least I don't really care. The one that's not getting as much attention is a red alert, in my opinion. So, the one that's getting lots of clicks is the Atlas comet heading toward Earth, or near Earth from outside the solar system. So it's cool, but to me, that is a astrophysics cool thing. It's a comet, and a lot of the commentary I'm hearing on YouTube and TikTok is the usual circular brain rot from the UFO world. It's just not really sourced, or I don't know. It's just wild, too wild for my taste, and I'm a 100% UFO alien visitation of Earth believer, and I always have been. And we're getting proved right constantly. But I just, it's like a interstellar object and that's awesome. But I don't find much reason to freak out. And the fact that Avi Loeb is leading the charge from Harvard makes me doubt it even more. Now, the one that I really am interested in
Check this out.
is the new Enigma UFO tracker that is out, has shown just blowing up with reports and nodes all over the exact spots in the ocean where we've been claiming that these things have been coming to the whole time. So, they're there. They're not coming from space, or they haven't for hundreds of thousands of years or something. They're coming from the ocean. And the Enigma tracker all but just doubles that up, because immediately there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of nodes in exactly the spots where these tic-tac things are coming out of. But it's not getting a lot of clicks, which, whatever. But the Atlas thing, astrophysics, awesome. I don't think it's an alien cargo van heading toward us. If it was, we wouldn't hear about it. What's up, alien lovers?
I just thought it was weird. I didn't even realize the Enigma tracker thing was tracking strictly UFO, UAP, whatever. And all of those red dots were sightings along the East Coast. And I just thought it was ironic that those people there in Florida, close to that nuclear plant, saw a little orby light thing. I don't know. It's all entertainment. Maybe some dots can be connected. I don't know. Next, let's roll up. I'm going to make it a quick one today, y'all.
New crop circles just dropped. Basu, Brazil. This happened on November 3rd. At the early hours of the morning, this was reported, and this appeared overnight, right? This has been removed because the farmer has already ran it over and got rid of it, but this is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to dive into some of the symbology with you and kind of reference it to some of the stuff we've seen in the past, and it might just blow your mind a little bit. Whether this is human-made or aliens or whatever it is, the connection we're going to make is going to be hella crazy. Now, starting out over the years from like October 2022, I think that is the most recent one that kind of looks similar to the one that happened just the other day, right? But there are other shapes and symbols that appear over history which kind of relate to what's going on in this image here. Again, with the triangle, with the circle in the middle, with the outer circles, the interwoven, which is maybe Celtic knots, this kind of interwoven section with an outer ring as well, right? So let's go into some of the symbology. This is an absolutely beautiful design, and it's amazing to see one in Brazil this late in the season as well, which is fantastic. We're still getting stuff coming through, right? This year has been full of them. The inner circle with the triangle represents the spirit manifesting in matter, alchemical transformation, or enlightenment, right? The triangle pointing up, fire, ascension, masculine energy, the spiritual awakening. Central dot, right? The sun, divine light, consciousness, the source within, right? What have we had happen over this past week or so, or even months, even with 3i Atlas? 7-year solar cycle is at its strongest right now, and we have major sunspot regions aiming towards Earth, and we're going to be hit head on. There was a major 1.8 X-class solar flare which happened yesterday, and we are constantly being wafted with masculine fire type energy, right? From Ra, right? Coinkadink? I don't think so. Also, awakening through Atlas. Possibly. Maybe. We have the braided outer ring, interconnection, infinity, eternal cycle, the cosmic unity, right? There's so many different things that are kind of coexisting within this, and is speaking true with everything we're going through right now on an interplanetary and a planetary scale, right? So, the overall meaning, balance between spirit and matter, awakening of the inner light and harmony with the cosmos, a mandala of unity and transformation. A beautiful design, man. Whether you want to kind of believe this is alien made in nature, it's already been removed from the farmer, or it's humans, it still carries sacred geometry and meaning. So, it's a very powerful message. New crop circles just...
That's interstellar discussion. I like that guy. That's a cool take on that. You know what this makes me think of, though? This makes me think of the movie Signs. And all the crop circles that they were experiencing, because you know what happened to Mel Gibson on his farm and whatnot. They were landing coordinates for those weird alien thingamajigs. Great movie, though. Good flick. Yeah, what if? Entertainment. All entertainment. Fun stuff. Okay, let's keep going. I had to rearrange these. It's been such a crazy... But I'm putting this out. I'm bringing you the knowledge. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is another random TikTok I found, and now they're starting to... There's a lot of them. I found this last night, but this morning there's like 10 of them. This is the big giant supermoon that was last night. I literally saw it through my keyhole of my door, and I, got some sandals on, walked out there, and it was already in a different position. I couldn't believe it was moving so fast. But watch how fast it's moving in this. This is entertainment. I don't know if this is sped up. I'm pretty sure it's not AI. You decide.
The moon is just moving fast. Up, 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 and up. It was at the bottom of the clouds, and it's just moving like it's an airplane.
Look how fast it is.
Look at it. That ain't no real moon.
What's going on?
That's not a moon.
You videotaping?
Yeah, I'm videotaping it.
Send me that video.
Send it to me.
It's just moving straight up. My hand ain't moving. Well, it's shaking a little bit, but look how fast the moon is. The fast the moon is moving.
It's on the move, y'all.
That's not a moon.
What is that?
That's weird.
It's just moving. And it's not the clouds.
I've never seen the move that
Shit
fast.
going on. Where's the real moon?
Yeah.
Where is the real moon?
Too many crazy things going on right now.
Look at it. Look at it go. Go, moon, go, go. Go, fake moon, go, go.
I checked this woman's channel. She has like maybe 9 uploads to TikTok, and they're of her dog, and it's just like normal life kind of stuff. I don't think she's faking this. Allegedly, entertainment. What does that even mean?
I gotta keep moving my hand up because it's going up. Look, see how fast it went past all them clouds?
Crazy. It's just starting over.
The moon
Okay,
is just
let's go.
moving fast.
As of this moment, there are 3 Chinese astronauts currently stranded in orbit after their return capsule was reportedly struck by space debris. This is a stark reminder of just how dangerous low Earth orbit has become. The crew launched in April. This was supposed to be for a 6-month stay aboard China's Tiangong space station, and they were due to return this week. That's obviously been put on hold, but China's space agency says that a fragment of debris probably hit the return capsule. And when you think about it, even a marble-sized object traveling at 17,000 miles per hour can cause some serious damage. Engineers are assessing whether the craft will be safe for re-entry or not. They say that the crew is safe for now, and in fact, a replacement crew on Shenzhou 21 is currently there to assist with a backup return if needed. But that whole timeline remains uncertain for now, so they are working on it. But this incident highlights just how crowded and fragile Earth's orbit has become. It's crazy. Anyhow, follow for updates. I will keep you updated as information comes out, and hopefully they return home safely.
Oh, man. Shout out Hallucination Hippies. Love the channel. How scary. Like, there's people that say space is fake and, we've never been to the moon. I don't know. It's crazy that there's just so many different theories out there. But low Earth orbit, I feel like that's legit. And I guess if you're going to space or going to the low Earth orbit area, you have to, realize that things could go sideways real quick. And to be stuck out there and, Okay, let's keep going.
Insane.
Okay, I'm whispering. This is entertainment, first of all. This is the clip I was trying to show, but it was just from a different point of view, if you will. It's from the Maverick approach. And it just disappeared, and it showed that it was in my video collection as a number count, but I could not find it. I couldn't click it. I went and I searched it. I couldn't. So this is a weird, entertaining, alleged 9/11 connection to the UPS accident that happened. I made a video a couple days ago, the day it happened, and horrible wreck. Some people's lives were cut short. Lots of injuries, huge fire, bunch of destruction. But watch Watch this strange connection. Entertainment.
Insane. Yesterday, on November 4th, it was reported that Vice President Dick Cheney had passed away. Dick Cheney was the vice president during the attacks of 9/11. On the FBI's website, they state that 2,976 people died as a result of the September 11th attacks. What's odd is that also yesterday, UPS Flight 2976 crashed. So on the same day that Dick Cheney passes away, he's connected to September 11th, where 2,976 people died.
I'm stopping it just for a second. For one, to apologize. This clip is one of the bigger clips, so it's being cut off, and I don't edit. I apologize. And for the Fair Use Act and the fact that I'm reacting to this, the music that we're hearing right now is Demise of a Nation by Succession Studios. Okay? I may need to stop it again because it's a little bit longer of a clip, just so we break up the whole musical process. Okay, here we go. Sorry, my bad.
You have UPS Flight 2976 crash. That's weird. Not only that, but the model of the plane that was used for Flight UPS 2976, the MD-11, that was retired from passenger service 11 years and 9 days from the date of the crash.
What?
And wouldn't you know it, as of today, the news is reporting that 9 people have died and 11 people are injured. And oddly, last night, Donald Trump puts out a post that says, "And so it begins." This phrase is famously used in the movie Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. It's just weird. It's probably nothing, but it's weird. Insane. Yesterday.
Yeah. There is another clip that I was going to show that it has to do, I'll just tell you, and then maybe if you want, you can research it yourself. It's about the Charlie Kirk thing. I haven't put anything up about that just because, man, I didn't like it. I don't like to do the political stuff. I just feel like it's a ploy, so we continue to fight amongst ourselves so they can do whatever they want. Allegedly, entertainment. But it's this weird connection between this movie called Snake Eyes. You should check it out. There's way too many things that connect. And everything from the day it happened, the Charlie Kirk assassination, to the day it happens in this movie. And the movie's like 25 years old. If you want to check it out, you can just Google Charlie Kirk Snake Eyes connection. I'll let you do that on your own. Okay, let's keep going. Let's breeze through this. It's Friday. We got the day to take. Roll up.
I keep telling y'all, stop playing with shit you don't know about.
They
weird. Can't figure out how pyramids are made for a reason. There is something ancient tied to those pyramids, and those pyramids are supposed to be left alone. So it's a woman on here who said her oldest son went to Egypt, and when he came back home, he brought back a piece of the pyramid. After he brought that pyramid back home into his house, she said their family has been cursed with bad luck ever since. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit.
I have a piece
Listen to this shit.
of the Great Pyramid that was taken. It is illegal to have, and
you heard
it
him?
Also, I think, is cursed. And so we are sending it back today.
Yeah, okay.
It's taken me, it's like one of those things, it's not hard, but it has taken me so long to like pack this thing and get it out of my house. If you're new here, a year and a half ago, my oldest son went to Egypt and brought home what he said was a piece of the pyramid. Said he broke it off and brought it home. And immediately I was like, you have to send that thing back. That it needs to go back from where it came. Like it does not belong.
What happened
with
to your
us.
son?
And after he brought that back, our family has been cursed with nothing but
what
bad
happened
luck,
to your
and
son?
Terrible things have happened. And eventually he actually passed away.
Mind you, she said she sent that pyramid back to Egypt and it arrived at its destination. But check this shit out. She also said that pyramid that she sent back is still in her house.
So it turns out that 3 months and 1 week after sending that package, I am still weirdly in possession of that chunk of what I was told was a pyramid. I tried to send it back, you guys, and it made it to Egypt on the 8th of July. It's marked on there, received in Egypt. And then no one ever claimed it.
Every time we bump into something like this, I always say, stop playing with things that you know nothing about. Those pyramids, those ancient pyramids, are not to be played with. You heard us say it's illegal to have that anyway. Why did he bring that home? When you noticed that things were going bad, why didn't you get that out of your house? Because the curiosity in you made you keep it in your house. And that curiosity, as they always say, killed the who? Yeah, okay. Stop playing with things that you are not supposed to play with. I'm out. I keep telling y'all, stop playing with shit you don't know about. They can't figure out.
Man, I've thought about that before. You know, like, from what I understand, if I remember correctly, like, you can't go to national parks and, like, take stuff out of it. Like, whether it be a rock or a fossil or even an arrowhead or any of that kind of stuff, it's illegal to do so, I believe. But when it comes to ancient sites like the pyramids, Stonehenge, any of that kind of stuff, it would be cool to get a rock from there, maybe make a necklace out of it or something. You know, that's what you're thinking until something like this. Okay, not this. Food for thought, entertainment. Let's go.
When top officials start relocating to military bases, it's never just routine.
Did you hear about this? This isn't getting a ton of play. I have seen some. Even Bill Maher commented on it on his show. I found a clip of that, but this kind of sums it up for us, so I thought I'd go with this. This is called Bless Do News on TikTok. Just throwing that out there. This is their original sound, by the way, too. But yeah, there's tons of, our political leaders that are being moved to military bases for protection. There's theories about it, and these are just mine. I don't know what really is going on. Supposedly it's for the protection because of the government shutdown and people may get pissed at them. So, they could be attacked for, the state our country is in right now because they're pissed. People are pissed. But I had some other clips that I decided not to show today. And they were clips of our president and Russia's president now deciding after 33 years, there's that number again, to start testing nuclear weapons. Ugh. You know what I mean? I didn't want to, if you want to look for them, they're out there, and it's like Putin and Trump, and they're on different speaking engagements, and they're saying it's time, because if China and Russia are doing it, we're doing it. So it's like a big nuclear pissing contest, which is such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. There's theories out there, though, that people don't think nuclear weapons are real. They're just to keep us all in check. Man, I don't know. But it's worth keeping the information. Okay, sorry, I'm rambling. Let's go. Ramble on.
It's a signal that something serious is brewing. Sources close to the Trump administration reveal that several top figures, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, have quietly moved to undisclosed military bases. Reports suggest they're not only seeking safety, but also coordinating emergency measures with top military commanders. Officially, the explanation is civil unrest, but multiple insiders claim the situation is far more complex. Heightened military readiness, restricted flight zones, and sudden communications blackouts hint that the government is preparing for a national-level crisis. Some even believe this could be tied to internal threats, cyber attacks, or fears of an external strike. The silence from the White House has only deepened public concern. As tension grows, Washington is on edge. Security around major cities has visibly increased, and military convoys have been spotted moving through key transport routes. Analysts warn that when leaders move to bases, it usually means the government is entering crisis mode, and whatever's coming next may soon affect the entire nation. When top officials start relocating to military bases, it's never just routine. It's a signal that something's...
As when I found this clip, I also found the amount of senators, congressmen, House representatives, Pete Hegseth, they've all been transferred to a military base. Some of them are allegedly entertainment, because I saw it. I haven't researched it. Feel free to do so. It's one of the reasons I do this. Put it in the comments if you find something. That some of them are having their families separated from their like wife and kids, and then they're going to a designated protective spot. Man, head on a swivel while you're out there, y'all. Supposedly this food stamp thing is being fixed, but only in small amounts and percentages. The holidays are coming, the airports. Check this next clip.
Hundreds of flights are canceled this morning as the FAA mandated cuts take effect. The longest ever government shutdown is straining airports with shortages of air traffic controllers and TSA agents across the country. Now 40 major airports will see a 10% cut in flights. Let's bring in ABC's Melissa Adan at Los Angeles International Airport and ABC News transportation reporter Sam Sweeney for more. Hi to you both. So, Sam, what's the latest on these flight cancellations?
Diane, more than 800 cancellations so far. These are spread out all across the country, which is limiting the impact. United Airlines says anyone on one of most, I should say, of the people on their flights who experienced the cancellation were already rebooked on a flight that leaves within 4 hours of their originally scheduled departure time. They're trying to notify people several days in advance, but at least a day in advance for both United, Delta, and American. But as this continues on in the days to come, those numbers will increase. Right now we're at 4%, but by November 14th, we will be at that full 10%.
Melissa, American Airlines says they're doing everything they can to minimize the disruption. So how are airlines overall responding to this?
Diane, absolutely. U.S.-based airlines tell us they are complying with this new FAA order, and you can see it here at LAX. The airport is bustling. We are near the United Terminal. Those are the TSA gates. Folks are coming in and out for sure, and it's already morning out here. So that's a welcoming sign. However, of course, this is such a blow to travelers right now, and it's just kind of giving that anxious worry that maybe they'll make their flight to their destination, but will they make their flight to the return? So that's what the airlines are talking about. For instance, American Airlines COO speaking out this morning, calling out actually on Congress and the government to reopen, saying they're going to do everything they can and they will comply with this FAA order, but they also need the assistance from the federal government.
Hundreds of flights are canceled this morning as the FAA
Okay. Like I said, I'm doing an abbreviated version of these reacts, clips, videos. So that's all I'm going to do today. It's Friday. Let's enjoy our day. There's all this craziness that's unfolding. So I feel like it's going to take a conscious effort on our part as beings operating around this realm to keep it positive. I said this on my last upload. You know, I preach being safe and being prepared, and that is key. You know, you can't predict the future, and you can't, live in the past, the decisions we've made, the mistakes, the wins, the whatever, right? But I feel it's super important to stay in this moment because it's all we really have some sort of semblance of control over how we feel, how we respond. Because look, the holiday times, although they're supposed to be cheery and celebration of family and, they're really allegedly, but you can look into it, related to pagan holidays, but somehow we've warped it into spending time with our family. But really we travel, we get super stressed, we overspend, which in turn, you know what I'm talking about. Just do what you can to keep it rolling in a positive way. It will behoove you, I promise. And as I exit, I always say the same thing because it's in that same vein of keeping it positive. Share your love, spread your knowledge, and I promise taking your day will be underway. All right, I'm going to play some music. I'm going to get us out of here. Let's enjoy the day. It's Friday. Let's take it. 11-7. They're supposed to be good numbers. Yeah. I'll probably see y'all on Monday. Much love. See you next time, everybody. Woo! Oh, by the way, this is Toxic Love by Ryan Stisak and Mandy Moore, something like that. Let me look here. Kanika Moore is the singer, and Ryan Stisak, I guess, is creating the stuff. Somebody asked. There you go. Toxic Love.
I wish I could give you up, but you're my new favorite drug. Enter into my blood, run with my toxic love. Look how you make me happy. You take a hold of me.
All right. Next time, everybody. Ow! Dick out. Dick's got a dip. I'll see you on the flip.